Well, a local nonprofit group working to help people struggling with addiction with a treatment facility in South Augusta. The Hale Foundation was gifted the property at the end of Eagle Drive in South Augusta's Green Meadows subdivision. People who live there, though, have concerns about safety and property values. News Channel 6's Ashley Osborne talked to the foundation's CEO and neighbors who are not happy.
The Hale Foundation CEO, Cliff Richards, explains they plan to put a medical treatment facility on Eagle Drive for men battling addiction.
We would detox them there. They would come in. We'll have counselors on staff. We have RNs to monitor their health throughout that time. And they will just be educated for about 30 to 45 days.
Joanne Jones is okay with the proposal under certain conditions. She wants this entrance leading to her neighborhood to stay blocked and for treatment center traffic to go in and out the other side.
Leave us in a peaceful neighborhood, because 90% of us up in here is all retired.
In Green Meadows, you'll see dozens of signs in opposition. Tracy Rowe explains one concern is safety.
From that building up there to the parking lot of the high school is only 385 feet.
After a conversation with a man who'd been through a rehabilitation program, she says she worries a patient will leave and just walk out into their neighborhood.
He says, well, if they're going through orientation, they can leave the same hour they come in.
Richards explains they'll have a full staff 24/7.
This is not a criminal rehabilitation center. It's a substance abuse rehabilitation center. And there's a big difference. A lot of the people there aren't criminals.
Another concern is property values.
If you take just an average of $10,000 drop on everybody's property, that's over $1 million in this neighborhood, and that's staggering.
There is no more negative impact on a community with the treatment center being there as there is any other commercial operation. I mean, there's some statistics to prove that.
Rose says she has family members who've struggled with addiction, so she empathizes with the cause, but thinks there are better places than a residential area near schools.
There's a place over on Fennessy Road close to the jail. They have a lot of court-appointed people that have to go through the program. Hey, they're right there next door.
Richards says they've had a solid track record with their location in Old Town Augusta.
In the last 11 years, we've had one incident where we had to call Richmond County for a disturbance. And when you have 50 men living in a community environment 7 days a week, you would think that's almost unheard of. But that's the case.
In South Augusta, Ashley Osborne, WJBF, News Channel 6.
And Richard says that there are some misconceptions, so they want to meet with neighbors and hear their concerns, try to give them some more information so that they can work together. Neighbors say they look forward to that.